Hi, this is Minuk. So, a lot of people drink energy drinks this generation. They're easy to access in any stores. They're sweet, unlike coffee or tea, with variety of flavors like mango, strawberry, sometimes even coffee. Monster Energy Drink is one of them. Even I used to drink at least 2 cans a day. As you drink them, what do you think happens to us, and the world? Nobody thinks about any downsides of the consuming them. People has been carelessly increasing the amount of consumption and the size of the problem. Sales of the Monster Energy drink from the United States in 2017 was $1.2 billion just alone in the United States. And Monster Energy drink is one of the biggest companies that sell energy drinks in the United States. Carelessly over consuming energy drinks can cause serious health issues like cancer, obesity, depression, amnesia, and even more. Not only that, the cans, the cans after we're done drinking, the wastes that we throw away can cause pollutions to water, air, and ground. Not just to us, but the any living things on Earth that are out there. For that reason, I am going to tell you how it can affect your body and to our nature more specifically, and tell you the alternatives that you can consume other than energy drinks. First, what are the main ingredients of the common energy drinks? The main ingredients are caffeine, sugar, L-carnitine, and taurine. The biggest reason people drink energy drinks, of course, to get the caffeine. People consume them to wake up and sharpen their reflexes. For example, in Monster, there are 160 milligram per 16-ounce can. The recommended amount of the caffeine consumed per person in one day is 300 milligrams. But it is really easy to overconsume in a day. Like I said, I used to drink 2 cans, which is two one time, 320 milligrams in just those 2 cans. When you do overconsume, you can experience short-term symptoms such as dizziness, insomnia, headache, fever, and maybe even diarrhea. However, constant overdose of caffeine develop into bigger health problems such as insomnia, long-term insomnia, high blood pressure, caffeine allergy, and obesity. When I used to drink Monster, I drank, like I said, about two of the 16-ounce cans, which is about this tall, in one day. And one of the other biggest nutrition that is overconsumed is sugar. And in one Monster can, it has 52 grams of sugar in one single can. And the recommended amount of sugar consumed in one day is only 25 grams. I mean, it's in one can. It's already over twice over the amount of sugar that is recommended. And not a lot of people throw away their drink after half away they're done drinking, right? Nobody does it. And also, you don't consume sugar not only from that, but the other stuff like just anything you eat throughout the day. The overconsumption of sugar is one of the biggest overconsumption overconsumed nutrition in the United States. Overconsumption of sugar can lead to obesity, of course, attract bacteria to stick to your teeth, which causes cavity to your teeth, heart, it increases the heart blood pressure, which can cause heart attack and some other heart disease that is hard to cure. Yeah. Also, pancreas fails to pump out the sugar, leading to type 2 diabetes and liver failure, not being able to control sugar level in bloodstream. It is common the recommended amount is not looked at or considered when consumed, but it should be looked at and taken into consideration when consumers look at their um, food or drinks. Now that we know how it affects our body, I want to tell you about how it affects our nature. So secondly, disposal of the waste. The, the cans after we drink them can can bring pollution to our environment, nature, like the soil and the ground, air pollution, anything, things like that. It only takes about so when it's getting recycled, it only takes about 5% of the resources that is used to create them. That's why people say it's so efficient and stuff. But in process of recycling, something called dross is produced. Every ton of aluminum recycled creates about 200 to 500 kilograms of dross, which goes into the landfills. Dross contains aluminum oxide, metallic aluminum, carbides, nitrides, sulfides, and phosphides. Leakage of dross leads to water pollution and land pollution, which can kill plantations and marine animals, even just any animals that can possibly eat the plants that grow that are polluted with the dross leakage. And the sulfur nitrogen oxides cause the that go into the air cause acid rain, which can damage buildings, plants, of course, and balding to your hair. Breathing par- breathing in particulate matter can breathing in the particulate matter can cause heart problems, lung problems, and worst cases death. So if we as consumers really care about saving the environment, we should reduce the number of can that we use by just reducing the consumption of energy drinks, which is one of the biggest can consumption. Lastly, I'm going to tell you what alternatives that we can consume other than energy drinks to prevent, of course, the can waste and the overconsumption of caffeine and sugar. People need something like that has both caffeine and sugar as a replacement because that's what they want and that's what they want in their drinks. The alternative should be controllable so as people don't overconsume that stuff. For adults, they can always drink coffee. Filtered coffee has 85 milligrams of caffeine in 125 milliliter, and espresso has 60 milligrams of caffeine in 30 milliliter of drink. You can also drink tea, which is 32 grams of caffeine milligrams of caffeine in 150 milliliter. With these drinks, if you want them sweetened, of course you can put some sugar, which can be of course controlled, and honey, which is even better than sugar, can be added. For kids, there are hot chocolate with 4 milligrams of caffeine in 150 milliliter, dark chocolate 60 milligrams of caffeine in 30 grams of the little small stick, milk chocolate with 6 milligrams of caffeine in 30 grams, and chocolate bar, just regular chocolate bar, no milk or dark. It has 20 milligrams of caffeine in 30 grams of the little chocolate bar. Replacing the energy drinks with alternatives will help us save money, amount of aluminums for the cans use, and help us with controlling sugar and caffeine, of course. So, as you can see, energy drink consumption should be decreased in our society because we can benefit more from not drinking them than selling it to the whole world. Energy drinks can cause health problems like heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. It can cause environmental pollutions, killing living organisms with chemical gases and production of droves, like I said. People from all over the world can save money that are spent on health problems like health insurance and stuff like that, and environmental pollution that are caused by energy drinks. There are other healthier and eco-friendly alternatives that people can consume. Do you want to keep drinking them after knowing what it can do to our body and to world? Do you want to pass these to our next generation to just to deal with the same problem, spend even more time, even more money? No. Energy drinks isn't the only thing that will give us energy. We should be looking for a healthier and eco-friendly way to consume caffeine. This is this is a time where we need to take initiative to solve these problems, not just for ourselves, but for living organisms that lives all around us. Thank you.